standing in the middle of my native warm season grass planting that I did last year in the end of May, 1st of June time frame. And this is what it looks like this year. We've still got a lot of area that is rather barren, but there are some smaller sprigs, I call them, germination areas coming in these barren spots. So I think there'll be some filling, but not as much as I'd like to see. Seems like the outer edges, for some reason, did much better with germinating and the seed holding. And you can see there are different varieties of plants in here that are coming up. And it's not all that bad, really. I'll be interested to see what it's going to look like in another month. That'll be the end of June, when we start to peak out in the warm season growth time. That'll be the time when these plants will start putting some seed back on to reproduce for next year. We will not be doing any grazing, any mowing. I may do some spot spraying. There's some areas that have got some ragweed coming in that I want to suppress. Some of the other weeds that I will take care of is going to be the black locust and anything else in here that is going to be more detrimental to the growth of the plants and are really considered unwanted plants to be in here. So this is an area that's fairly typical of what you might see in the less dense planting areas. You can see the natives in here, and you've got some things like this one right here, which has been nipped at, so I'm going to guess the deer got at it. There's some hop clover in some areas, lespedeza, and then there was some vetch, common vetch that I saw in here. Over here is one of the thicker areas of the warm seasons, and I thought I'd come over here and let you kind of get a visual of it, what it looks like. It's definitely well established, and if it was all like this, I could be a happy camper. I'm not sure what plant this one here is. So this is that, I guess it's going to say it's about 50, 60 feet wide strip, which is really just along this tree line right here. And just on the other side of that post, T-post there with the white PVC around it, is where I had stopped my tilling and planting. So I think there's probably right there at that edge, there's going to be a mix of different species of cool season grasses and warm season grasses and some of these natives that I've planted. I'll try to get over there and we'll get a shot of it. And this is kind of what it looks like. And there is a lot of natives in there. There's also some cool seasons. Not as much as I thought. And we've got some forbs, probably some unwanteds there in the ragweed. So definitely want to probably suppress the ragweed a little bit so it doesn't take away from my natives getting well established, which if they get going, I think we're going to see a lot of thickness of native warm seasons in here. This is an area that you can see is well established. A lot of returning. warm seasons from last year. And I think really all in all, I'm going to be very pleased with this area right here. And you can see, and it just still baffles me how there is a definite line in the establishment of the native warm seasons. It's just like, my guess is my cedar either plugged up or the seed got compacted inside the spreader bin and wasn't being distributed as well as it should have been in these areas. And I'm going to try to figure out what that plant is right there. So this is some of the smaller sprigs that I see coming up, and you can kind of get an idea. They're scattered in and about these barren areas. So I'm gonna guess that over the next few weeks we may see a few more of these coming up. There's probably some late germination from last year, just planting.